Greetings Multiverse! The Shazam movie is in full production, we've already started to get the first set pics, and we're sure the first official picture of Shazam is only a few days away. Excitement is running very high, despite the movie not being out for a year, and there are so many interesting facts about the Shazam movie you may not be aware of. So here's our list of 5 things you might not know about the Shazam movie. Number 5. It is part of the DCEU. Shazam's status as part of the DCEU has always been kind of in doubt. The movie isn't a pure Warner Brothers movie, as it's been made in part with New Line Cinema, and people behind the movie have suggested it would exist outside established continuity. However, it has since been firmly established that yes, Shazam is a DCEU movie, without doubt, and is reportedly even getting references to Batman and Gotham City already. This might create problems, seeing as Shazam has a similar power set to Superman, so there'll be questions as to why the newly established Justice League aren't getting involved in any threat big enough to threaten Shazam, but still, it will make the DCEU a far more interesting place, so we're happy to see it. Number 4. Black Adam might not appear. Despite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, aka the greatest actor in the world, being announced as Shazam's main enemy Black Adam long before the movie was even green-lit, all the information we received so far suggests that the character will not appear in Shazam. It's possible there will be a cameo appearance at the end of the movie, but it's just as likely Black Adam will not appear at all. Mostly because of the star power of The Rock, Warner Brothers are reportedly saving the character for either his own movie or an appearance in another big DC movie such as Suicide Squad 2 or opposite Superman in Man of Steel 2. While we're excited to see Mark Strong as Dr. Sivana, we're still disappointed in this news as we really want Shazam to succeed and Dwayne Johnson would give it some extra star power. Number 3. Talkie Tawny appears in Shazam's suit. Eagle-eyed fans have been analysing the leaked photos of Shazam and have spotted some unusual details. Most notably, imprinted on the clasps of Shazam's cape are the images of a tiger. Since tigers don't have anything to do with Shazam's origin, fans have theorised that this can only be a reference to Talkie Tawny, Shazam's talking tiger friend from the comics. Talkie first appeared in 1947 and was a constant friend of the Shazam family, although due to his goofiness, he was written out of continuity following Infinite Crisis. In current DC Comics, Tawny is a real tiger who Billy Batson talks to at the zoo. Talkie Tawny is currently gone and presumably won't appear in the Shazam movie, but he's obviously not been forgotten. Number 2. Shazam and Captain Marvel are releasing together. You may be aware that while the comics have been called Shazam since the 1970s, the big red cheese himself is actually called Captain Marvel. This naming tradition continued right up until the New 52, with even recent cartoons such as Young Justice calling Shazam by his previous name of Captain Marvel. In the New 52, Captain Marvel himself was rebranded as Shazam, which previously was just the name of the wizard that gives him his powers. While DC owned the Captain Marvel trademark first, due to rights issues with the original owners Fawcett, Marvel Comics were able to launch their own Captain Marvel character, and since that name makes much more sense coming from Marvel, we can understand why DC decided to rebrand their own as Shazam. Now the Captain Marvel name is mostly associated with the former Ms. Marvel Carol Danvers, and Marvel Studios will finally get a female superhero movie featuring her next year. Now here's the weird part. Captain Marvel, from Marvel Studios, releases March 2019. Shazam, from Warner Brothers and DC, releases April 2019, just 1 month later. After literally decades of fighting over the name, the two Captain Marvels will both get their first movie ever out at basically exactly the same time. That's a heck of a cosmic twist of fate. Finally, number 1, Shazam has a direct connection with Wonder Woman and Justice League. Now that Shazam has been confirmed as part of the DCEU, we can point out that consequently he has a really fascinating connection to the rest of the DC movie universe. A big plot point of both the Wonder Woman and Justice League movies was the death of the old gods. Zeus, Ares and the others helped repel Steppenwolf's initial invasion before they all died fighting Ares. Wonder Woman, of course, is the daughter of Zeus and killed Ares in World War I. It actually gets overlooked a lot, but Shazam actually gets his powers from these old gods. His name is actually an acronym. He has the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. Given that a large part of Billy Batson's power, his lightning, comes from Diana's father Zeus, there's bound to be a very interesting conversation coming between Shazam and Wonder Woman at some point in the future. Maybe even in the Shazam movie itself. But what do you guys think? What do you think of these points? Have you got any interesting Shazam facts of your own? Leave a comment below and we'll make sure to respond. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to DC Comics Gamer for regular DC Comics videos, including everything on Shazam. Thanks for watching. Multiverse out.
Mighty champion, combining the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury.
I like being a hero.